You know you can rename your leaders? Yes, but I don't need to rename my leaders. I have a script, I have a thing that does that for me. But yeah, you can rename your leaders. You do it, yeah, not here, but from here, I think. There it is. You can rename your leaders. But they're named from a text file. Science, you will go and do that. We've got to do whir at some point as well, but this is all inside my borders, so we can go and build things. Do I want to start sending out the construction ship again? Yeah. And where are you parked right now? Over here. Hook up the mining station for the energy first. That's okay. But we are going to have to start hooking up all the research stations soon to go and do that. We've got a good baseline of minerals now, and our energy is fine. This is with us colonizing, so it's actually quite good. Basic combat rules. Tech, excellent. Sentinel point defense. Hull-mounted countermeasures against missiles. We don't need that right now, but it might be something we want to get later on. I don't care about the shard throwers. Ooh, level 2 hyperdrive is nice. I do like gravitic sensors and faster survey speed. We have a lot of territory to survey. Might actually be worth snagging. It's also really cheap. I think I can hold off on the better shields for now. I'm going to grab the sensors. I like the sensors. All right, how's our transport fleets? Pretty much there. I'm just going to merge them together. So 4 military power, but yeah. So it's got 3 armies in each. Transport fleet 2. Go ahead and land. Landing armies on a non-hostile planet will turn them hostile against us. Should we proceed? Yes. Apparently we decided to blow up the International Space Station. But it's got some debris, so hey, that's something. And our troops are now landing. So it's 6 versus 5, but apparently we have considerably better combat stats. Oh, our damage is lower here. I don't think it was counting in our weak before. Or something else. I don't know, they're at -10, we're at -20%. Might be something else going on. Oh, we met a civilization. Oh, another pre-sentient race! Early industrial age. So the problem with them is they will get a very long culture shock.
Anomaly found.
Kind of, sort of, regardless. 22% failure risk. Well, we can't fail every time. But yeah, that's actually really disappointing because I think those can lead you to something that's worth like 5 minerals if you build the mining station. So okay, we really don't need the war fleet over here. So let's go and these are probably mining drones. Actually, one of these had like 1 billion mining drones. I don't know if they'll all attack at once. I'm going to enter the system on passive. Also, before I forget, I will put the crystal bounty over here. Bohemic, happy birthday! Build a space ball and make the Nebas pay for it. Yeah. So these guys have expanded, finally. But of course, we're up to our 3rd planet now. So we're a little bit ahead of our actual neighbor that we can measure against, as opposed to these guys who are super advanced. Hostile. What do these guys view us as? Yeah, friendly. Acceptance 0. It's got to get to +1. Might happen. We still have a little... No, our embassy's maxed out. And our border friction's only going to go up. I don't think we can ally them. Probably... I may not vassal them anyway, just because I don't necessarily need to trigger another war too soon. Well, we do have the non-aggression pact. That's true. How's our invasion coming along? Almost done. There it is.
Enemy planet secured.
Subjugating primitives. Our armies have successfully invaded and subdued the primitive forces on Nebavada. We've never done this. The locals have given up all attempts at fighting back, and we have now subsumed their civilization into our empire. Although, backwards as they are, it may take them some time for the natives to become fully productive members of the Armakian society. Our divine right shines true. We have invaded you, and there it is. Excellent. So that was a successful invasion. Our troops are still parked on this world, which is great. So these fellows here they are recently conquered, so that's -25% happiness. Stellar culture shock is another -10% cultured. They also hate that we allow slavery, hate that we allow purging, hate that we prohibit migration, hate that we allow forced resettlement, hate that they have no mining rights, hate that they can never become leaders because we only allow our primary species. They hate that our first contact protocol is peaceful. They'd actually be happier if we were aggressive on first contact. And they also hate the collectivist regime. Well, you know what we have to say about that. We could go around purging these guys too. No other core planets. Oh, they have to have a planetary thing. And does this one not? Oh, we probably have to upgrade... Oh, there's nothing to upgrade, though. Do we just build it? We have to build the reassembled ship shelter and then upgrade it to the next level if we want to move things around. So yeah, that's something we could do. That's, I mean, I can't remember if it was Wiz or Knorr was talking about the idea of you can move someone over here and then purge the rest. But, you know, they're perfectly fine at working. So enslave. Enslave all of them. There we go. So you have all been enslaved at this point. So presumably, let's just let a day go by, reopen this. Presumably you guys are actually producing. Yep. Your happiness is still nothing, but I don't think it affects your rate. I think you are actually producing these goods. 1 excess food, 6 minerals. Gorgeous. Do we want to move you guys around? Nope, you're working reasonable tiles right now. Although we do still need to set up our actual base here. I think, even though it's not helpful right now, I will build a reassembled ship shelter here. And then when we upgrade it to a planetary thing, then it'll use that tile. It'll give adjacency here and here. Is there a better spot for it? Not really. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Okay. There we go. How are slaves different from regular pops? Well, their happiness doesn't matter. They're really good at farming and mining, but really crap at doing everything else. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, you can ignore their happiness. And in the current state of the game, the slaves don't currently rebel. So that's good. But that will change. So don't get used to that. So, how do you like them apples now? Annex primitive, -40. Yeah, okay, we'll never be friends. We might still want to keep them just sort of cordial and not hostile for now. Bruh! The Arctic Chobo never made it all the way to BT 6759 to study the anomalies surrounding it. The ship, along with science officer Gasheb and crew, blinked out of existence as it was navigating the debris field. It then reappeared minutes later. Gashab reports they found themselves briefly in some extra-dimensional space. I've never seen this before. External viewports revealed that they were surrounded by countless ships of alien design, suspended in a seemingly endless void. Before the crew could get their bearings, the vision abruptly faded and they found themselves back in regular space. However, half the crew are missing. Science Officer Gashab speculates they may have been selectively trapped by some unknowable mechanism in that strange space. Unfortunate. It gave Gashab 200 experience, and presumably that was the anomaly. Okay. Gashab's almost level 5. Okay, we got our borders there. So this is still not within our borders. We may still want to build an outpost over here. We'll see how it goes. How goes the battle over here? Not bad. Although we do have one heavily damaged Corvette. Actually, we might lose this Corvette. We did lose the Corvette. Oh, crap.
Updated.
Okay, go back home. We're going to clearly have to build some more. We did disassemble these mining drones. Mining drones were destroyed in a heated battle with dwarven vessels. As luck would have it, their energy cells are by far the sturdiest components used in their construction, and some were recovered by our ships. Technology behind these cells is beyond us at present, but initial tests show that we are quite capable of converting their output to energy credits. As the final energy cells bled out, the engineers handling the test noticed a dip in background radiation. It would appear that the drones are not silent, but have been sporadically broadcasting on an unusual frequency since we first encountered them, possibly ever since they were first deployed. It is unlikely that there is anyone left to receive their transmissions. At any rate, the drones could prove to be a potent but limited source of energy should we be able to find and disable them efficiently enough. So access to the Drone Bounty Empire Edict, and ends an event chain. So that edict is... Oh, Crystal Bounty is just for killing crystals. I see. And this is just for killing drones. Okay. So, I mean, we can turn that off. So that didn't do anything for me here. But we will come back and kill some drones. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and send these guys home. And we're going to build a better fleet. Dimensional Drift. The missing members of the crew thought lost to Dimensional Drift have reappeared. They hailed us from on board an unknown vessel, not entirely dissimilar to our own science ships, idling close to where the Arctic Hobo originally experienced the dimensional disturbance. They claim to remember nothing of their time outside our dimension, aside from a vague awareness of having been away for some time. They wish for nothing but to return to service under Science Officer Gashab, and intend to surrender their ship to Dwarven authorities. We could say very well, which would give us an extra science ship, or we can say the safety of the Dwarven people hinges on their destruction. They would turn hostile. Hey, let's take the science ship. What could possibly go wrong? Kill them. They might be polluted with elven ideologies. It's a trap. Robot infiltration. It might be a trap, but it sounds like way more fun, right? This is Dwarf Fortress, so we're going for fun whenever we can. So yeah, of course, we'll take the science ship.
Established.
Which is literally just called Other Science Ship. Let's go and recruit a scientist. Ooh, we can get another Spark of Genius. Excellent. So we're not going to put the Spark of Genius on the science ship. We are instead going to have the Spark of Genius work one of our projects over here. I don't know, here in engineering. You get the Spark of Genius, dude, so you've got a 10% boost to absolutely everything. And then Other Science Ship will just grab the other scientist who is available. He at least starts at level 2, even though he has no particular traits for surveying. Destroy them. Were-dwarves! Oh my god, you're probably right. They're probably were-creatures. That would be amazing. Alright, well, let's go and survey some extra space around here that we haven't done yet. The Shellmac thing we started surveying, but we didn't finish, so go ahead and do that now. Oh, actually, you're apparently going to pass through this system here. So on your way, could you please just check out this debris? Thank you kindly. 3 science ships. Well, apparently there's a lot of empty space over here, so we're gonna get value out of that, which is good. We've got a bunch of minerals and the idle construction ship, so I'm gonna get it to go and build all the research stations over here. We're gonna start producing that. Our income is good enough to support it. Our mineral count is pretty good, so we're gonna fill a lot of this. In fact, I would say it might almost be time for another construction ship. We'll see. Could this be linked to that secret space travel tech and event? You mean Yump drives? Could be. Oh, research the ISS debris. Yeah, that'll be another good one to do.
System survey complete.
And we've got a system survey complete over there, so we may as well send you to do that. Lovely. Crystalline empties. Wow, that is a beefy ones. They're topaz colored. Interesting. So you have been sent home because I'm going to build a few more warships. Do we have more military technology on the way? Not currently. That's okay. We might want to go and improve a few more of the tiles. Oh, you don't have a slave yet. You're currently miserable. So, you're miserable. Let's enslave you. Boop. Done. Mausoleum, the primitives, before ruler death. I mean, but build a mausoleum on the primitive site? Oh, that might be a good idea. They got some extra space. Although, we sort of want their ethics to diverge. Although it's divergence from our primary one. If there's negative ethics divergence, it'll actually move them closer and closer to me, so that might be a thing. Omega! Oh, I missed a couple here. First of all, Rychatpool83, thank you very much for the tip. Omega Infinita says, I have a request. Kentucky Derby is today, and I want advice on who to bet to. I narrowed it down to 2 choices. Shoggoth or More Spirit? For the obvious dwarven similarities, which one? I think More Spirits is always best. Whenever I'm anywhere and someone offers me More Spirits, I will always say yes. So I think you should go in that one. And yeah, it's about like, what, 5:30 Eastern time? And in the household here, we are fans of that. We, in fact, Essentia went and grabbed some Kentucky bourbon for us to properly enjoy the Kentucky Derby. So we'll be looking at that. And another tip from Wymie, who says, first of all, Charles E., you are the man. In fact, I believe Charles E. may be, in fact, the Whoa Man. And seconded, make space great again by exterminating the elves. Well, we will try. So far, all we're finding are some elvish impersonators. And from Fishik says, Quill, your slaves aren't reproducing. Change the policy if you want to allow it. Right, yeah. Do we want to? No, actually, right now, slave procreation is allowed. So there you go. But that's a good question still, though, is do we want our slaves to procreate? Or do we want to fill the gaps with our actual dwarves? Any idea if you can invade planets using sonic telepathy kind of tech? Not that I know of. You need to build a tomb monument on their world to celebrate their conquest. That's freaking brilliant. I love it. Let's unpause here. This is available to play now. No, it will be available on Monday. The 9th is the actual release date of this game. Mountain Home is done. Excellent. We're up to 42 minerals right now. Probably not as mineralific as we could be right now, but it ain't bad. And certainly our energy output is fan-freaking-tastic right now. We still have a lot of energy kick around. Actually, energy is not something that we're going to lack here. I feel like we've got a lot of energy-rich stuff. In fact, what we're sort of hurting for a little bit is minerals. So we'll have to see how that works out. We'll also have to figure out our final colonization. Obviously, there's still an arid world over here. It's not literally the greatest, but we probably want to grab it. Oh, we can actually get the minerals over here, which we will do. We'll probably want to grab it, and... were there more arid planets over here? I don't remember. Looks like no, they don't turn green until you've actually surveyed them. But there's a lot of blank spice over here. Spice. You know what? I'm going to send my military fleet. We don't have the minerals right now to add more troops. I'm just going to send them on a little sightseeing tour. These systems without any names, they're going to check that out. And then return to relatively safe space. And that'll show us if there's planets at least. We won't, and then we can maybe survey them with our science ships. I do have another primitive to head to the fold. That is a very good point. If we go to our species, actually, or we can go empires and primitives, right? So this one here, fragmented natives. This is where exactly? Okay. And oh, they're on an arid world. Oh, wait, there's an arid world over here. Is that where the primitives are? No, it's not. It's only size 12. It's a little wonky. This is a good spot for landing for adjacency, though, at least. It's not terrible. But it's right over here where we have primitives. What are they? They are pacifists and fanatic materialists. They are non-adaptive, industrious with an ocean preference. That's the other nice thing about people with different preferences is... yeah, what? Hold on. What's your terrain preference over here? What is this? Arctic world. So if I built colony ships over here, then I can now colonize Arctic world with these dudes. Assuming you can build colony ships at places which only have slaves. That's an interesting thing. So these guys are too primitive. They're industrial age. Right? Not space age, not atomic age or anything like that. Industrial age isn't that bad. The culture shock might not be quite as bad. So the question is, do we want to just invade them or what? And you know what? Size 24 planet. Because we could also just build a science thing around here and just suck up an extra 6 society research per month. We more than double our society research. Which would be awesome. Oh, we still need the tech. You're right. You're absolutely right. We'd more than double our society research if all we did is spy on these guys. Oh shit, I was so scared there for a second. I was so scared. My heart... okay. The advanced space assholes over here just declared war on an unidentified empire. I'm guessing there's someone right over here they declared war on. I'm happy I don't actually border them. Study first, enslave later. That's an interesting idea. That is a very valid idea. Okay, I do want another construction ship. We need another one at this point. It is time. Build that. Also, I'm going to go ahead and get a orbital hydroponics farm in Mountain Home over here. How's our food? Right now, our food is still great. And actually, the orbital farms will send us over the top. But then what we can do is convert some farms to something else after the fact. So I'm getting another construction ship. We need that to build the observatory thing. What are you doing? You're doing some stuff over here. Okay, that's fine. You do that. Space cows are buzzing around. We still have debris to analyze. 3 science ship, a 2nd construction ship. Our fleet is a little low. Our limit's not that high. We're going to want to build more space bases at all these places to get some force limit up. Whew, man, oh man.
Debris analyzed.
Yeah, I don't know if Wiz or Knorr are still around or watching or anything like that. They have messaged me a few times for some advice, so that was good. So we analyzed some debris here. All we got is 5 physics research point, which is not particularly impressive. Oh, there's more debris in here, though. Or no, oh. Oh, that was the ISS. We researched the ISS, and all we got is 5 physics research points. Half a month of research worth. I don't know if that was worth the trip, but it is done. These systems still need to be cleared out. I guess we're going to go and survey more of the stuff within our borders. Still have this, too, to clear out. I mean, we want to go and explore this stuff, too, but I know it's fine. Space amoebas, that's my war fleet, or my military fleet that's just going to pop out here and actually just explore the fog of war. I'm very, very, very concerned. Our building's not being worked? Oh, yeah, right over there. Yeah, that's actually a better tile despite the building. Oh, that's because the reassembled ship shelter is now complaining. We will be able to upgrade the planetary administration once we get the resources. We've researched debris analysis, getting 30% progress towards blue crystal capacitors and 10% more towards regenerative hull tissue. That's nice. At some point, we'll just auto-complete one of those techs. If we keep bopping things. And there's my other construction ship. Excellent. So you're going to come over here and build that observation outpost. And we're going to use aggressive observation. We're going to be kidnapping people, doing all that. And it'll give us +6 society research in one spot, which is really good. What kind of thing are we looking for right now? You know, hydroponics farms. That'll be quite handy. Need to increase science output. Well, that's what we're doing now. Another science ship as well. They'll finish that debris. This is inside my borders. I suppose I should probably go and survey that because maybe it's something that we can improve over there.
Situation log updated.
We encountered some new
survey
aliens.
complete.
Let us go and say hi. So influence is going up, but we've got all this territory here. We might find a lot of really, really, really good places to put some frontier bases over here. And we still might consider building one here. Although, you know what I should do is build a frontier outpost in Strom. Almost certainly that will bring Adrenal into our borders at that point, which would be great, actually. Idle science ship. Please go to Strom and survey that. I realize it's been an awkward trip. Hopefully you don't run into any monsters.
Updated.
New aliens as well. So let's get them going. Moo and new. And right now there's a bit of an exploit in that you can research them both simultaneously. So that's good. Check the science ship has a new ship class type. Like which one? The other one? Other science ship? I mean, it's just got level 1 stuff and it's basically empty. Actually, it doesn't even have a power generator, which seems a little bit odd. Oh, because it doesn't have sensors. Ah, interesting. We will want to do a passive upgrade in those guys. Especially, did we... I think we have researched the better sensors. That actually would be worth potentially upgrading the science ships for. Nope, no, still on level 1. Oh, right here, gravitic sensors. There we go. So, nothing to do there yet. I'd really like to get better engines, too, at some point. That would be nice. All right, you've got the idle building, which is fine and what you're going to keep doing. Because the other tiles are all a little bit better. Got debris running out. Everyone is busy. Nice to see that. Yeah, so we definitely ran into some other alien types over there. Arctic World, Tundra World. Mountain Home finished. Oh, there we go. We got the hydroponics farm. Excellent. And we will want the level 2 upgrade, but we don't have that tech yet.
Anomaly found.
We're going to want more colony ships, but I think we will want some more corvettes. But we might, I don't know, we might want to wait for some actual military stuff. I don't know. Anomaly, 15% chance of failure. Well, ancient orbital shipyard. Oh, another one of those! Maybe we'll get another frigate. That would be funny. That'd be really awesome. All right, Luftwaffe is done moving. I think I'm going to send it back out again. Let's take a long trip. There you go. Explore. Has Quill sent an intrepid Kerbal Explorer into the black hole in the quiet dark yet? Yeah, well, I mean, we have, because we've even got a research station here, giving us 5 physics research per month, which is pretty awesome. Survey speed increased, excellent. Gravitic sensors, wonderful. This unlocks the assist research feature. This allows your science ships to park in orbit around a colony and give yourself a 5% boost to science output, which is something to do if your science ships become idle. I love the observatory. It's a rare tech. It's another module that you can build on a space station and is really nice.
Special project complete.
Okay. So, we've met someone. Well, let's pop this up. It will. The Uku Paraknar Combine, which are some sort of bird cat? Bird cats. I speak on behalf of the Uku Paraknar Combine, and I come with a message for your depraved species. As long as you stay out of our internal affairs and treat our great leader, Empress Fawn I, with reverence, there may yet be peace between our nations. Oh, praise the divine for this meeting. Alright. Oh, we got blue and green. Green is less damage than the blue, and they're still kind of crap. Sentinel point defense may be worth going through, though, at some point, but I think over here is okay. So rare techs are nice to grab when they come up. The observatories are quite cool. You build it around a planet, and it gives you 10% more all the sciences. Probably worth grabbing before we miss it. Okay, so some of my ships just got kicked out of space. Oh, they have all the way up to Strom. Alright, so I definitely... Wow! How do you have the territory over here? Do you really have that much reach from your colony over here on Lostron Perv? Alright, so what's your personality like? Oh, we met... We didn't even get introduced to these guys either. Missed that. Alright. You guys hate me because of a lot of border friction. You are hegemonic imperialists. They want to expand their borders like crazy, and therefore I think they get even more border friction. So obviously they're going to suck forever, so I'm going to declare them a rivalry. Right now we have equivalent fleets. They're hostile to me. What about these guys? The Antheri Council. They're erudite explorers. They want to explore. They will trade maps at a better rate, which is nice. They have a superior tech, which is too bad. They don't like the spiritualism or the purge policy, but they are xenophiles. They also approve of my slavery policy. I think we're going to establish an embassy with these guys. It'd be really nice if they started hating these fellows over here. That might happen. So yes, a bunch of my ships have just been kicked out of space. So they're gone for a while. They'll pop back in my home world. It's just they got sort of trapped in enemy territory over here, and that's what was going on there. So that's okay. Inactive buildings we know about. We do have enough for an upgrade there. Yeah, we have a lot of minerals. Okay, what are we going to do with all our minerals? Crap, there's a lot of stuff to do. I think the borders from here will still grow. This might still come within our borders. Huh. We do need more science. Although we also need minerals. I think what I'm going to do is build a mining station out here. Get the minerals and the energy hooked up, and that'll be a pretty good start. This construction ship over here. Build me the research station. Okay, then we're kind of running low on stuff again. Or, I could halt... Hold on. Maybe what I'll do is I'll halt both of these guys. And instead, on Nibavada, which I should rename over here, although it's helping me remember this is the slave world, I would like to build a monument to my greatness. Oh, I can't! Because we need a planetary administration. So I can upgrade this tile to a planetary administration, which I will do. And that turns into a monstrously good tile to work, so I'm going to preemptively shuffle someone over there, so I don't forget. And then do that. And then I'll actually get rid of that complaint as well, which is going to be nice. You are presumably growing. Yeah, it is still growing. It's got excess food. That's good. And then we'll be able to build our monument over here and tell everyone how awesome we are. Okay. I think what we're going to do is take a short break, folks. We've been at this for a little over 3 hours. I did poll subscribers earlier, and they said that they would rather have more Stellaris than multiplayer. Normally, about this time is when we'd start the single player, or stop the single player, and do a little bit of multiplayer MOBAs and whatever with subscribers. But I polled them, and it was like 90% in favor of just more Stellaris. So I'm going to take a short break. We're going to come back. We're going to do another hour, maybe hour and a half of Stellaris after this, and we're going to see what we can do to make space a little bit greater. But I really think we need to start building up a military, because I'm actually kind of scared. So, short break, and we'll be right back.